Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another video podcast. This is Misa. Oh, God. I'm going to turn this off. My air conditioning, talks to me. It's crazy. Anyways, welcome back to another video podcast. This is Misa. 皆さん、こんにちは。Misa です。今日月曜日なので、今日は全部英語のポッドキャストをしたいと思います。Yay! If you're new here, I'm like a content creator, I guess, based in Tokyo. And yeah, I am Japanese. If you can't really see, but I'm Japanese. But I grew up in the States, and I live in Japan now. It's kind of crazy, right? But anyways, welcome back. Mondays are podcast days. And 皆さん, I moved. You can see the background. I moved. And I was actually going to talk about another topic today, but I want to be talking. I changed my mind right now. And I want to be talking about change today. And I hate change. I love change. I have a love-hate relationship with change. I really do. I love change. I love to change my hairstyle. I like to change where I live. Actually, I don't really like to do that, but I like change. I think change is so amazing. And I think change is very exciting, right? I think change is very exciting, but at the same time, I am so uncomfortable dealing with change. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So this podcast, if you're new here, this podcast is a video podcast, and it's also on Spotify as well. But and I talk about random things that I relate to each week, and I hope you relate to as well. Sometimes I do it with my little sister Yuka, but sometimes I don't. So yeah, welcome to the family! Yay! So I have a little story. Since I was little, I hated changing schools. So schools meaning when you finish the 6th grade, you go into middle school. When you finish middle school, you go into high school, and then you go into university, and then you go into work, right? That's how society has been built for normal people. And I hated going into a new school when I grew up, and I graduated 6th grade. I hated going into middle school. When I graduated middle school, I hated going into high school. And then all of a sudden, I really liked going into university, but I just hated every time I start a new school. I would be crying every day because I would miss the old school. For example, going into middle school, I missed elementary school, and I was crying every day. And then I started to enjoy middle school a lot. And then when I graduated middle school and when I went into high school, I was crying every day because I hated high school. I missed middle school. Oh, there's a bird. Hello. Anyways, so every time some change happens, I hate it. When even when I quit my job a couple of years ago to do something else, I was scared. I hated that change. I had serious FOMO. FOMO is the fear of missing out. When you don't when you're scared that you're missing out on something, right? I had serious FOMO. I was take me back to office. I was actually kind of, I wanted to go back to work. I wanted to go back to corporate. Even here, I moved, this place is really pretty, and it's very calming. At the same time, I'm I want to move back to the old place. I want my old life back, something like that. So yeah, I have a really hard time dealing with change. I don't know about you guys. And I don't know if the little video has a conclusion. Do I say oh, don't be afraid of change. You're always moving forward. I don't know. And I'm just going to talk about like how I deal with change because I hate it. I hate it, but I love it, but I hate it. So I'm going to talk about like how I deal with it. And like, let me know like how you guys deal with change. And I like, like even this cup, I've been having this for like almost 3 years. Like, I don't like to get new things all the time. Like, I like to cherish every moment that I have with this cup, Although like all these things that I'm wearing, they're new. But yeah. I think college was the only time I loved the change of environment, and I really enjoyed the change. So yeah, and like one thing, like changing something, I think it's good for your brain. I think it is because when you are kind of like doing the same things every day, like you're on like, autopilot routine, you're not really like thinking about anything. Like you're just kind of like going through the motions. But once like your environment changes, how you do things change, like your brain is working like fire, like it's working very hard. And all of a sudden, like you have so much brain space, like the change of environment, like I think subconsciously takes up more than half of your brain space. And then like all of a sudden you can't think about what you're going to eat for dinner because all you're thinking about is like, how do I get to Shibuya station from here? This is what I'm always thinking about. Like, how do I get to Shinjuku? Those are cities in Japan. They're like major cities in Japan. It's like, how do I get there now? Like, which train do I take? And then I think after like this like period of change, you get used to it, and then and then I think like after that you get into autopilot again, and then you start to do other things, but yeah, I'm just in this phase of like, oh my God, everything's changing. I'm so like uncomfortable. What should I do? Kind of phase right now. And the next phase is like, okay, you get used to it. And then like after that, it's like it's like a lot easier for you to carry on with daily activities. But right now, I am like, seriously, my brain is probably freaking out. And so I cannot wake up on time. This is very hard for me recently. Like, I've been waking up pretty late. Like, I don't want to even say. Today I like forced myself to wake up early and go to cooking class in the morning. Yeah. Cause I needed to like force myself to wake up. But, seriously, change is really difficult. And then you realize that it was like a blessing in disguise, and you realize that, oh, okay, like you are like, this might have been the right step towards something, right? But we don't know. I have no advice today, but I think it's like trusting the process. This is what I say, like, let's just like trust the process, enjoy the process as a true ENFP. Like trusting the process of like change, and like, I mean, if you're going through like change in career, that's a whole new different level of discomfort. And I always say like discomfort is like really uncomfortable, right? But discomfort and being uncomfortable is actually good, according to a lot of the life coaches I listen to online. Actually really good. So if you're like feeling uncomfortable, like that might be a good sign, like that might be a good sign. But we don't know. But it probably is. According to like also my experience too. But like, yeah, like change of career, change in hairstyle too is also very daunting. Change in life stage, if you're getting married, if you are getting kids, babies, like if you are going through that, like I think like we just have to like take it easy on ourselves, like we have to take it easy. We have this kanji in Japanese, it's called taihen, and like I think change is very taihen means like it's a lot of effort, but taihen is also like they have like big change, is like the actual meaning of taihen, like dai, like big. Heng is like change. So when you're going through like, stuff that you have to put a lot of effort in, like something that's very taihen, that means that we are going through big change. And big change looks very daunting, but big change is good, I think, right? We're like doing something with our lives. So if you're going any kind of change this year, we're in it together, okay? Like this is no advice session. This is like a video message from me. We're in it together because like we're in the right direction. Like there is no other way that we are not in the right direction. We are in the right direction. Going through discomfort, going through some change, and we just have to like enjoy and like trust the process, because seriously, it's hard. But seriously, it's good for us. I think I'm super optimistic. Yeah, that very positive friend. I'm that. But like we need some delusion in our lives too, right? Like have you guys seen Inside Out? Joy, she's very delusional. She's very happy all the time, but we have to be like that, right, guys? I don't know. Okay. So this is like no advice session. This is just like me talking about my life change that's happening right now with like moving and like just everything, but let's enjoy it. Let's not stress out. If you're going through any change, we're in this together. We're all in this together. And yeah, let's see how 2025, like where 2025 takes us, but it's probably gonna go in the right direction. So there's no evidence in that, but I'm just saying it because like whenever you say it becomes true. So we say it. Even if you don't really believe in it, we say it. And then you start to believe in it, right? So yeah. Okay. I'm so sorry. This is like a bad video, but anyways, if you're going through anything, you can DM me too. Like you can be like, oh, I'm going through like this kind of change is so hard, but everything's gonna be good at the end of the day. Okay? So yay. No advice session, but this is just me talking about change. So thank you for listening until the very end. I hope you guys are having a great day and a great life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. See you.